What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Nerd Militia, where we read comic books and do dope shit. Today, we're talking comic books. So first off, I want to give another big shout out to my family over at Pastrami Nation. Without them, I wouldn't be able to review today's comic books, and they are some awesome comics indeed. So the first comic book we're going to talk about, guys, is a comic called Safe Sex. Yeah, Safe Sex. But before we dive right into this, guys, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and like and subscribe if you like where this channel's going. It's going to grow. And as usual, I want to give you guys a little quick refresher course on how I'm going to rate these comic books. First off, these comic books are going to be rated on story, characters, and accessibility. Each section has the ability to get 1 to 2 skulls, with the top skull count being 5, giving the comic book the score of geek, neat, or weak. So getting back to it, guys, Safe Sex is an awesome read. It's written by Tina Horn, who herself is a jack of all trades. She does vlogs, she does informational videos, she has her own website, which is pretty awesome, and she's one of the leading voices in the LGBT community. Q. I forgot the Q. So the story of Safe Sex is a dystopian story. It's in a future where religion has taken over the government, and now weird shit is happening. I mean, people are being ranked by purity levels. You have to catalog how and when and what time you're having sex with your partner. Pretty much same-sex marriages or just anything with experimenting or just going further out of your comfort zone and discovering a new comfort zone is out of the books. Like, you can't do that anymore. And it's forced people into like these secret societies underground where they go to explore these types of pleasures. So our story follows Avery and George, who enjoys these simple pleasures and had them taken away by our antagonist, Judy Borman, in her army called the Party. Follow Avery and George as they come to terms with how they have to live. Hell, George has even taken a job with the Party, which is soul crushing in its own. This book reminds me a lot of Equilibrium and V for Vendetta sometimes, and this is up my alley. This is the type of shit I like. So let's talk about the accessibility. Right now, we're on issue 1 of Safe Sex. It's easy to get in. It's not complicated at all to understand what's going on. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. Safe Sex for me is going to get 2 skulls in story. It's going to get a skull for characters. And it's going to get another skull for accessibility, giving it a 4 out of 5. Making it geek. I could definitely see Amazon or HBO or some channel picking up this comic book for some sort of series. So it's best to jump on it now before that happens. Also, don't make that the reason why you jump on it now. It is a good comic book on its own, and it's another reason why you should read it. So the next comics we're going to talk about is the Ghostbusters 35th Anniversary comic book. Now these comics focus on the OG Ghostbusters from the movies, the real Ghostbusters from the cartoon, the all-female-led recent reboot of Ghostbusters, and of course Extreme Ghostbusters, which again was another cartoon. The stories are very simple, and which also speaks to the accessibility, but you get what you paid for. These are fun stories like with the original Ghostbusters. You're getting the awesome quippiness from the film. You get awesome Egon from the real Ghostbusters, which is the cartoons. And Wardo shows up in Extreme Ghostbusters. And I might have just fell in love with the all-female-led reboot of Ghostbusters Answer the Call. So the characters. We all know and love all of these characters. There's not really a dull moment in any of these comic books. The characters deliver what they deliver most. And like I said earlier, Eduardo really shows up in Extreme Ghostbusters. He was my favorite character in the cartoon, and with his line, "We're scientists, men," that was just too much. That got me every time. But what I originally thought about this was, I wonder why they just didn't do a huge crossover event. Something similar to the Max Landis original script to the reboot, which I think you can find on his website, where, like, you know, the Ghostbusters from all around the country come together to bust this huge monstrous ghost. All in all, I don't read the Ghostbusters comic books at all, and the accessibility was really easy. It wasn't that hard for me to pick up the 35th anniversary issue and just read and carry on. So each story is really awesome. With the original OG Ghostbusters, you have them investigating a tablet that may or may not have belonged to Poseidon, the god of the sea. In the real Ghostbusters, they show off against a rival team called Spookaway. And I'm just gonna leave that there. It gets really good. And the all-female-led Ghostbusters answer the call, them investigating a demon cult who are trying to bring like their version of the Antichrist to this new world. In Extreme Ghostbusters, well, they go extreme. We're dealing with possessed zoo animals. So, all in all, the story's great. The characters are awesome, and the accessibility is really easy. Each category of the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters is getting its goal, making it a 3 out of 5, giving it a neat reading for me. So basically, if you're looking for something different or a little bit strange to add into your pool, go ahead and grab this book. So guys, as usual, thanks for stopping by the Nerd Militia, where we read comic books and do dope shit. Special shout out to the guys at Persona Nation. And as usual, guys, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Stay excellent.